Greetings and welcome to my review of Miles Ahead, directed by Don Cheadle, co-written by Don Cheadle and Steven Beagleman. It stars Don Cheadle himself as Miles Davis, Ewan McGregor, Michael Stuhlbarg, and Imoyatsi Coronildi, and this chronicles the life and music of Miles Davis. Or so this movie wants you to think. This movie is about this journalist from Rolling Stone who wants to interview Miles Davis because he has been out of the world of music, he has been isolated in his home for the past 5 years, and no one has heard anything from him. So this guy wants to interview him and make his comeback story. However, Don Cheadle is not up for that. He wants to be left alone with his music, and he has this tape that is really important to him and nobody knows why. Don Cheadle, as a first-time director, he did a good job with this. He did a very interesting biopic. As a director, I can definitely see him evolve, and I'm looking forward to see any movie he comes out with, if he chooses to do so. And he plays a character to a T. You could probably say that Miles Davis in this movie comes off as a very, very sour person, a person who you would not really want to meet. And you kind of question yourself, how could this kind of person be liked by anyone? You can kind of see why and how he turns into this type of person by the flashbacks happening in this movie. Ewan McGregor as well, he plays a really good character, an interesting one at that. They get into these all sorts of shenanigans and misadventures, and that's where we get our main story of the film. However, you could also say that the flashbacks take over the main plot, which is a fair point, because the flashbacks in this movie come in almost every sequence of the film. Every time they change a scene, every time they are doing something new, moving forward with the story, in comes a flashback that takes a while. And when I say takes a while, I don't mean it drags on the movie. I mean that the flashbacks themselves are bigger and longer scenes than the scenes in the main story. The movie takes these time jumps to tell you the story of Miles Davis, as he was growing in the world of music, as he became this famous musician in the world of music, and the sensation in the jazz world that he was. Not that both these stories, the flashbacks and the current time ones in the movie, are not both good, but I would much rather see a classic biopic be done. I think it would have benefited the movie if it went on chronologically. What I mean by that is that I don't think the flashbacks help the movie, because they are in so many different times, and you have to think as you're watching this movie if one flashback is before or after the one that came earlier. You get to feel for the character, you get to know why he thinks the way he does, why he acts the way he does, why he's isolated in his home, apart from the world, but the movie does get hurt by the pacing in the flashbacks and in the current story. And I gotta say, I really like the main story of the movie, but it does feel like too way of a crazy story to be real. Don't get me wrong, especially in the 70s, yeah, it could happen, but it does feel like it has a different tone than the story in the flashbacks. I like the relationship between the two main characters played by Ewan McGregor, but Ewan McGregor's character's main motivation is not revealed until the end of the movie, and you're scratching your head thinking, what is it? Why do you want to do this? Why are you so interested, more than anyone else could or should be interested in Miles Davis, for the supposed comeback story? You can clearly see from the movie, as he was directing and writing and acting out, that Don Cheadle loves Miles Davis. His life, his music, the person he was, everything. And Don Cheadle did, in my opinion, a very good job paying tribute and homage to this musical sensation, one of the greatest musicians that we ever had. It's a good movie, a good directorial debut, a great performance by Don Cheadle. I think the movie is hurt most in the way it's written, and not in the way that it's badly written, just in the way that it's too confusing for a biopic. And it would have benefited if it was a more by-the-numbers biopic. But I will still say that Miles Ahead is definitely a martini, and it is a good time, anytime. What did you think of Miles Ahead? Did you enjoy the movie? Did you not? Do you like Don Cheadle as a director? Do you want to see more from him? And do you like Miles Davis? Those are the questions for today. And guys, this week the reviews are over and done. There are no more reviews coming, because tomorrow morning I am flying straight to London for Star Wars Celebration. I will be attending as much panels as I can. I'll bring you vlogs from that. I'll bring you all the information you need to know for the greatest celebration of the greatest saga ever told. I'll be there sporting Star Wars t-shirts every day and tell you all you need to know coming out of this celebration in London. And if you are there, let me know if you are and we can meet up. I would love to meet some of you guys who follow me on this channel and if you have a channel as well. And I'm also going to be around the city of London tomorrow and on the 18th after celebration is over. But stay tuned, and if you aren't subscribed yet, please click on the button below the video box and join our beautiful geeky community, and we can be geeky, united. Also share this video with your friends, family, and also enemies. Let them all come in and join us in our beautiful community that we've created so far. We are only 4 subscribers away from hitting the 200 mark. There are many surprises coming for that, and of course the videos that you guys are proposing me to do as we celebrate hitting this milestone. Of course, as always, you guys can go to the description below and check out my hashtag for the next Q&A, hashtag Squad Q&A, dedicated of course to Suicide Squad, coming in the beginning of August. Start leaving your questions. You can leave me questions about anything you want: movies, TV shows, me, music, anime, video games, anything you guys want. Leave your questions down there, more than one per person of course, and you will also find links to my Facebook and my Instagram and my pop price guide collection in the description, and you can stalk me on the internet. And I will leave a very special link to a very special video right here. Thank you so much for watching my review for Miles Ahead. No more reviews coming this week. There are no more movies premiering this week in my country, but of course the reviews are coming back next week. But before that, very special vlogs from Star Wars Celebration. Don't forget to tell me if you're going to be there and we can meet up. I would love to meet some of you guys. And of course, you guys know I'll hope to see you on all the reviews and special videos coming to the Geekness Overlord channel. Cheers.